All right, got another shop improvement for you. We all use just a IR temperature gun to check our either the flashes or how hot the pallets are getting, etc. Well, the problem is when the press is running, stopping to continually take measurements is annoying. Sometimes these aren't super accurate. Sometimes you want to turn part of your flash off and you're not sure it actually did it. So what I did is I installed a FLIR AX8 thermal imaging camera. I have it pointed on my unload station, and it is mounted to my rock press with this is a monitor VESA mount. So I just figured out where to put it. I have it velcroed and then zip tied to it. It's pretty light, so it's stable. And on the output side, there's two outputs. I'm only using one. This goes to a Ethernet. It's basically a power over Ethernet cable that's plugged into a Ethernet adapter and then into the computer. The other output is for if you wanted a light or a buzzer, or a trigger for an alarm. So I'll show you why that's my next upgrade for this system. So I'll show you how this works. So this is the view on the computer right now. There's the shirt that I have underneath. It's kind of hard to see, but I have this box around. That's the area that I'm actively monitoring. And I have three zones, three markers, 1, 2, 3, and then this box is checking the temperature in the entire box. So that's my entire pallet there. So I have to kind of just have this set up for a flash. If you were to do different, three different zones on a rock flash, you could have it tell you which, or you can just grab one of those little dots and put it on a specific part of an image, etc. So I'm going to show you what this looks like in after you actually flash a shirt. I'm going to take this shirt over. I'm going to turn all the zones on. I'm going to test flash here. All right. That was just like 5 seconds. And there is the result. So you can see it shows you each marker, what temperature is for each one. And then if we were to cycle back to show you that's how fast it is. As far as the temps, you can see them go up. I'm going to do it again on just a blank pallet. I'm going to increase the temperature. Let's ramp it up here. All right. And there is the pallet we just flashed. So you can see how beneficial it would be to actively monitor. Now, as I mentioned, with the alarm out, you can set each one of these alarms to based on how you're show you what. So these are the markers 1, 2, 3. So I have the three markers here, and then the fourth is this box that's going around. So you can set an alarm for, if it goes below a certain temperature or above a certain temperature, it will. You can have it set to, as I mentioned, that output. So you could have it do, light an LED or buzz a buzzer if it goes over or below a certain temp. I'll give you a little walk through this interface here, so you can change the visuals, what you're looking at. What we have right now is a kind of an overlay, so that would be just the thermal, so that's not displaying any data from the visual, and that's just the visual. And then you can do this one that's kind of a hybrid between both of them, so you can see kind of the outline of the palette. And then you set the distance, how far the sensor is away from the pallet. It has an indicator or like a floodlight, a small LED, never use that. And then you can switch the orientation of the video depending on how you're mounting it. Then some more just video settings there. Then this is how you can add markers. So I clicked one there. Here's my fourth one. So I could drag this wherever I want and do an alarm for that zone or just monitor that exact spot on the pallet. That's one we just did right here. So I'm going to delete that one. And then you can, this is the box you could add. So the box, so I just shrunk it down here. So now it's just monitoring this zone right here. My mins, my maxes, my averages just for this area. You could add more of them. And then take this and put it, if you, instead of doing the markers, you could put this, you know, for the second zone and on and so forth. This, you can change the just the visuals, kind of what you're looking at, the way it shows you information. The Arctic one, I think, is the one I like the best. I do have it set up for the alarms right now to, since I haven't rigged up the light or buzzer, I have it linked up to do email. So it sends out an email, and then I have my volume really loud on the email I set up on this computer, and it just dings at me. So just as a notification, hey, check out, see what's going on. The settings, pretty straightforward. You can change, like I said, those email for the alarm stuff. Your network settings, so that because it's connected via the Ethernet to the back of this computer. It just runs in a Chrome tab, so very lightweight. This is a crappy old computer I had laying around. So this is the only thing I have running on it, and I mean, you can see how it works really well as far as speed. I'll try to back up so you can see how fast it's pretty real time. I mean, definitely, at least on a U press, you're not going to go much faster than this as far as getting measurements. So that's pretty much it. Other than the improvement I mentioned with the LED or buzzer, I'm super happy with how I have it mounted here, and it's just a passive way to all the time monitor. You can also have it set, once it does an alarm, you can have it set to send a video or a picture. I was kind of thinking that could be a cool way to, you could have it send a picture or a video each shirt. I don't know, it's overkill, I know, but I don't know, you'd be able, if you're doing some high-end garments, you'd be able to, or I don't know, have a full record of every shirt you printed. I don't really know how useful that would be, but it's there. Thanks for watching.